Okay, now we promised that today we have cats as guests. We're going to be speaking their language. You have to learn that.
I'm not a cat
coming
person.
up, they know, they can sense that.
Let's find out.
We're talking to them in a later part of the show, but now we're talking about living your life with our first guest.
That's right. We're going to be living our life with our guest in the studio, who's joining us today, Professor Dr. Rozieta Shaary, who's motivated. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Good morning. So, how are you feeling today?
Great.
Okay.
How are you?
I'm
We're doing
feeling
fantastic.
okay, because of the topic, live your life. So I was kind of thinking, what exactly do you mean? Why have you chosen to speak about this?
Oh, that's a good question. This topic is very, very close to my heart because it is the very reason why I climbed out of my darkness I went through a hard time in my life when it was really at the bottom, and this is one of the reasons why I climbed up to realize that I need to live my life.
Okay.
And when you ask what is it all about, the thing is, I just like to bring to the front what Abraham Maslow said. He says that if you deliberately like to live your life less than what you are capable of doing, be rest assured that you will never be able to be at peace with yourself.
Okay.
So meaning to say, because we have so much potential in us, we are packaged with so many gifts, talent to give to the world, and if we are not able to bring that out into the world will be deprived of that beautiful gift that is in us. And sometimes because of the challenges that happen in our life, we forgot how wonderful we are. If we were to see babies, little children at the age of 2, 3, they think that they can fly, they think that can do everything, and we also, every one of us have that in ourselves. However, as life goes on and we are told that we cannot do this, we cannot do that, and after a while we start to doubt about our ability, and we say that maybe that success is only for other people but not for me. And because of that, we start to live less than what we are capable of doing. And we start to put ourselves in a comfort zone whereby we think that, okay, as long as I am comfortable here, I will be okay, but to break away from the comfort zone, we feel a little bit uncomfortable. That's why it's called a comfort zone anyway. So, and living our life means to say that we need to claim that success. Yeah, we need to claim that place that is already meant for us. I always give this analogy saying that, imagine that everybody in this world, and imagine that a big auditorium, I mean everybody in this world, it must be a very big, a big hall, and each and every one of us have our chair there, our seat there, and we need to go and claim and sit on that seat. The moment we sit there, the seat will light it up and brighten the whole chair. And in my program, when I conduct program, I will switch off the light. The participant will be given and I will talk to the participant in that darkness, and then I will pick one of them and I will give a candle. And I will talk to him, what are you going to do about this candle? And you say that I would like to make this room brighter. And I say, how are you going to make this room brighter? And then I want to give to my friend, and he start passing it. When he start passing it, it is still the same because only one candle. And I said, you are with a candle, you can see around. And he start to see around, and he saw there's other candles, and he go to the place and take one candle and give to the friends. So that's how we are. When we start living our life, we are brightening up the world. We are helping the world to be a better place.
All right. Well, Doctor, you've talked about how we can actually accomplish things by finding our place. That's often easier said than done. How do we find the candle? I mean, you gave the candle to your participants, but it's not often that we're given our seats in life, so to speak. So how do we go out and find them?
Thank you. This is the biggest question that I think most people are wondering. How do we know that it is something that it is meant for us? Then I quote again what Abraham Maslow says. A musician must make music. A painter must paint. And he says that it's for us to be at peace with ourselves. The thing is, what makes you feel happy when you do it? That is the hint, actually. That is where it is hidden. What makes you forget about time when you do something? That is your love about it. And when you nurture that, you'll be able to find that growing and growing. And you'll be able to just fall in love with what you are doing, and that what you are doing is going to make the world brighter. For example, for myself, when I first started my career, I've been jumping from one career to the other. Yeah, and there was one time that I was teaching Quranic, how to read Quran as well, you know, and find that and doing other things, and I realized that it is not it. So then I was brought into training. And I feel that that's the place for me, and I just feel that it is right. And for more than 23 years now that I am in this line, except that I have become slightly, improved in that area. I start to write books and things like that about my training. However, it is still there. That is the thing that makes me alive. That is the thing that when somebody asks, can you do it for free? I say, okay, I will do it for free, because it does not matter anymore. However, because you do it from your heart, you're doing it from your love, you're doing it from the respect for the people, the money will come.
There are some people, there are some people who are, as you mentioned earlier, they have a good job, they have good pay, but they're not necessarily happy because it's not what they intended to do. It's not their dream, not their ambition. So what do you have to say for people like that? Do they have to change their life path or just stay where it's comfortable?
Yeah, whining about it. Yeah, I have a story for that, if you don't mind me telling a story in the morning.
Go ahead.
A story goes like something like this, okay? There was this wonderful man, and he lived in a neighborhood, a wonderful neighborhood. And one day, from morning, he wake up and he heard this dog howling and wailing, and he said, okay, allow it. But it is now 7 p.m. and the dog still wailing and the dog was still howling, and said, something must be wrong. And this man went to the neighbor and said, okay, knock on the door. Do you realize that your dog is making a lot of noise, crying away? And the neighbor said, yeah, we do. Huh, you do and you allow it? Well, the dog, he's sitting on a nail. It is pain enough for him to howl and for him to wail, but it's not pain enough for him to get up and move away from that. So what do you say about that? So the thing is, sometimes we whine, sometimes we say things we don't like, we complain about our life. Are we doing something about changing our life? When I heard that story, I was actually at the point of changing my life, and I said, okay.
It's time to get off the nail.
Yes, it's time to get off the nail. And meaning to say, I'm not saying that now you quit your job. I'm saying, but do something that you like. Do it. Maybe after your working hours, and start doing and start exploring and start finding. You will find. And sometimes we might think that we hate our job. Sometimes that is the thing that where the gem is hidden. That is the thing actually. It is just the mindset of hating the job that caused us to not see the gem.
Well, nail, light, chair. I think that's the sequence. From the nail we go find the light, and from the light we go find our chair.
Yes.
So let's take a look at what you have had to say about this. Maybe you have a different sequence.
For me, first we have we must happy whatever we do, whatever in career, your family, your friends. But for me, of course, I'm happy because I'm almost achieved, especially in career, what I want, and I have a very lovely family and so very supportive friend. So I think I'm quite happy with my life, and then I'm looking forward to get whatever I want and what I want to achieve in the future. So I have to work hard. For me to overcome my stress, yeah, I have a pets at home. I have a cat and rabbits. So, and also if I feel stressed or depressed, I just play along with my cat and suddenly my stress will go away. And also if sometimes I hang out with my friend, chatting with them, so it's quite reduce my stress. so far I can control my stress.
Yes, I can say that I'm now happy.
Oh, there you go.
So
Pets sort of ties in with
So
our
that's
final
what
topic.
they think about the topic, living their life. They're sort of comfortable with what they're doing now, and then we ask them what if they're feeling sad or depressed, because sometimes when you don't do something that you like, you reach those depressing points. So they say, hanging out with friends, playing with their pets. So what do you suggest we do when we're feeling sad or down?
This is one thing that I would like to just quote from Einstein. He says that you cannot solve the problem with the same mindset when you created it.
Right.
So the thing is, okay, this is also one thing that I would like to say. When we love what we do, it does not mean that it does not come with stress. It does not mean that it does not come with up and downs. The only difference is that when we love what we do and we realize and grateful that that is one thing that is so precious to us, be it our job, be it whatsoever, we will appreciate it, and because of our appreciation to it, we start to shift, the mindset that start to shift from complaining about it to loving it. So that's why we can see people who do something out of love, out of the love for themselves, the love for the job, or the love for the work, out of respect, they will focus it to that, and even they are tired, even they are stressful, even they are being cursed or whatsoever, their focus is not on that. Their focus is about how can I become better, how can I improve. When people say negative things about them, they will not say, oh, I'm not like that. They will go, okay, meaning to say, the meaning of your communication is the response you get. So if that's the response that I get when I communicate, meaning to say I have not communicated clearly enough. So also bringing back to what the person said just now, yes, find a way how you can actually release the tension, find ways how you can actually unstress yourself. And the easier way to not stress yourself, to change the word from I'm stressed to say I am relaxed, I need to be relaxed. So the shift of that words that we say to ourselves, because words are coming from the thoughts. Thoughts, when people say, oh, I am already born like this, I am nasib lah dah macam ni kan. The thing is, nasib or destiny comes from thoughts. Thoughts become words, words become action, action become habits, habits become character, and character leads to destiny, happiness or misery. So when we know that words that come, I'm stressed, meaning to say there's a thought saying, so at that point put the word relax. So your body, in fact your body will start to meaning to say act according to the words, because the mind controls how our body actually functions.
Right.
So
Well,
you can do what I do, just turn stress into dessert.
you don't look
Spell
like you
it
turn stress
backwards.
into dessert.
When you spell stress backwards, it
Okay,
gets to
dessert.
dessert.
Oh, okay.
Well, thank you very much for joining us, Doctor.
Thank you
That's
so
all
much
the time we have
for sharing with us.
for today.